Alright guys, a new season of Last Epoch. Let's try out the Rogue. We will try, we'll call her Slicey. Normal, solo found. Now we'll just do Slicey. I don't know what we're gonna do.
In the beginning.
We're gonna skip all the story stuff as we're going through and just try to get through as quick as possible. Yeah, Pewee makes a lot of money now. Makes a lot of money.
I've never been this far from the slums. No looking back now.
Flurry
Time to leave
Rogue
Majelka
skill.
behind me.
Bow or melee attack forms 3 rapid strikes. Do you guys prefer bow or melee with Rogue? Oh, potions. Melee? Cool. See a lot of melee.
Traski wishes to destroy us and steal Atera's legacy.
I know, I just saw all melee. A lot of melee people in chat. Cloth armor, short bow. Well, this bow has a little more damage, so let's see how that works. Huh. I see. Oh, warrior short bow. Okay, we're going short bow for a minute, I guess. The game's like, you want the short bow. I'm like, okay. If you insist. Jade ring, dodging potential. What do we got? Shurikens. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Swapping skills. Like we're doing good damage. I like this. Other Nate with the resub. Appreciate that. I think there's both gifted sub drops and also watching drops for this as well. What were the drops? Let's see. I'll check on the inventory page. Let's see. Last Epoch. So Emberborn Aura is with the gift sub, and then watching is for the other drops. Okay. Oh, so and so drops and 1 sub equals aura. Okay, so I need to get the sub to get the aura. So incoming gift subs, chat. Give you guys 5 gifties. I want that aura. Damage this class feels pretty good. Hi Perez, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Enjoy your aura cosmetic.
When you arrived, they were like,
hello, ma'am.
Come,
sir. Sorry.
Let me watch you fight.
Cosmaro, you're welcome.
smoke.
Shadow Ren. What's that? Oh. So, perform a short dash, manifest your shadow at your previous location, which will perform a sweeping melee attack, piercing bow attack for you after a short delay for 5 seconds. Then may your next shadow cascade, shurikens, or umbral blade, or explosive trap. For 3 shadows be active at once. Oh, really? So if I go... So that, like, doubles my attacks? Ooh. Attack speed, dexterity, dodge point. Is dexterity in this game... 4 dodge ready proof skills like flurry or shurikens. Physical damage. Okay, I definitely want the physical damage buff. Getting flat damage plus is better than percents at this early stage when you don't have a lot. That shadow ability seems like it's potential to be very high damage. Yeah, man, that's good. That's gonna be good.
So much destruction. And for what?
I tried a Paladin recently. A Paladin's damage was just nowhere near as good as this early on.
Easy. Too easy.
I'll take the gold. Dexterity. So all of my skills scale off dexterity. Dexterity is a good one.
Where'd you learn to fight?
Paladin's great late game. Skill specialization. Let's go for more flat damage and attack speed. Acid flask. Throw a flask of acid that explodes, dealing physical damage and impact, poisoning enemies and reducing their armor. I don't know. They all could be good. What's this one do? Deals more damage. Shadowrun shreds armor. At lower mana cost. Melee. Increase melee area for Shadow's attack. Chance to shred armor on hit, double with a bow. Damage per point. Attack speed, less mana cost. Directly using Shadowrun consumes existing shadows to make them multi-shot or Shadow Cascade. This node has no effect if hidden strength is allocated. Shadowrun not traversal skill. Damage percent, bleed chance, direct damage, attack speed, darkened blood. Melee area for armor shred chance for bow. Hidden strength. Shadow consumes all your shadows. It restores mana if you consume at least one shadow. For each shadow consumed after the first, it gains more damage and more melee area. Dark Cloak, hidden gains shadow, dust shadow. Shadowrun no longer moves you. The manifest shadow dash forward 5 meters in the target direction. It costs 20 mana. Directly using Shadowrun. Let's go Rotate multi-shot with the bow. Consumes mana. Shadows can have a chance to manifest a new shadow afterwards. We're gonna go this way. Let's try that out. Crimson Desert's gonna be our night game for a while.
Well done.
Ring of Deflection,
Almost there.
Mighty Silver
I'll
Ring.
see you ahead.
We shall replace that one and throw that away. The rest is garbage. Keeper's Camp. The new season added some new abilities to the rogue class, right? Or I saw something about that.
Sounds like a group. It's now. Speaking of, I must head
Yeah.
there now. Feel
Do
free
you
to
know,
look
guys know
around.
what the new ability is for rogues? It's technically new, Blade Storm. Oh, this one, Blade Storm. Throw a spinning blade towards a target location where they're hit by 3 enemies. Oh. Blade Storm lasts 4 seconds, maximum 3 Blade Storms. Each enemy going to take damage from 1 at a time. 69 DPS. Nice.
Grail was just one there. No, you could they do this, and our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to heal Borea's army.
Resistances can be bought. Oops. I hit the wrong button. What is that symbol you typed there? Zessa mean? The something with an A on there? I don't know. Can't tell what that means. That acid flash actually hits pretty good. Kind of like that acid flask now that I used it. Damage per point, poison chance, additional poison chance. All right, we'll try poison chance. I like poison. Yeah, I've tried a lot of pet builds before. I kind of want to try a non-pet build for once. I've done the Beastmaster and then try a little bit of the Necromancer. I would like to try something without summons. Flaming Barnyard. Ooh. Looks like... Oh. Ow. Ow. Melee damage. Melee fire damage. Probably. Let's try it.
Not happening.
You're not having. Bow's definitely safer for sure. Ivory dice. Crit chance. Oh. Then I have nothing else. Want to play the new season, but Crimson Desert. Well, you can play both. I mean, it's a big time commitment, but yeah. But yeah, this game is always going to be there. And so Crimson Desert, actually. Puncture unlocked. Yeah, just play them at the same time. Play one game on one monitor and one on the other. Added damage, please. Puncture is extended melee stab that chance to inflict bleed. Do I prefer that or that? Let's see how Pierce feels. Causes them to bleed, and the other one causes them to poison. So we could go dots. Yeah, Crimson Desert is just such a massive game. It's just going to take a long time to get through it. I feel like maybe Shurikens are the better option. They hit such a wide area, which is nice. We could try that, see how it feels. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, we'll have Blade Storm in a while, but for right now, I think we'll... Yeah, let's not Flurry, let's try, Shurikens. Can we add bleeding on there? Let's see. Bleed. Right there. Hits deal more damage per stack of bleed or poison. Chance to bleed. You have a chance to throw many additional Shurikens in one throw. Physical penetration. Poison chance. So we can make them both poison and bleed, which is good. So we'll try that. Get a little bleedy-weedy happening. Seems all right. Hi. Flaming Spear of Conflagration. I think we shall switch to that for now. You just did your taxes? Nice. Getting those, I gotta do this, get them done. And then write that check. For Ryan. Who's Ryan? For Ryan. Don't know who that is, sir. Level 6. Swift unlocked. When you press Swift, you will tailor. Tailor Swift? You can dual wield melee weapons, equipping a sword or dagger in your offhand. While dual wielding, you have increased attack and cast speed, but take more damage. Oh. Why do you have to take more damage, though? Pointer stone. Okay, that is an upgrade. Okay, poison chance, 40%. I do wish the Shadowrun would pull me back instead of forward. I think you can make it do that. Overall, not bad. The damage on that's man. We hit all of those shurikens at once. We stack a bunch of bleed and poison on there. It's not bad. Seems like we're onto something. Passive point, yes. Now we can grab smoke bomb. Drop a smoke bomb and defeat the blinds enemies. Grants you haste while you remain inside. The smoke bomb grows over in size over its duration. Lasts 4 seconds. Smoke bomb seems like a good defensive move. We can unlock dual wielding now as well. Next level. Good way to survive if everyone's blinded.
I...
We're gonna hear a lot of just like and stuff in the campaign as we skip all the dialogue. Let's do smoke bomb here. Keep them blinded. I don't know what we're doing yet. We're just fooling around. The game's pretty easy about switching specs and stuff.
Too easy.
Which is nice. We're gonna just try stuff and see how it feels. Dark broken sword. Okay, got some gloves. Oh, we can dual wield now, so let's do that. This is 14 melee. So melee and crit, stun, fire damage, stun. So I'm gonna put this in the main hand. See how that feels.
This way.
Hello.
You're here to help protect the drink. Tread carefully.
Not happening.
Help push it. Nope.
Not happening. Not happening.
Uh-oh. It was the cast speed on that was a little faster, but that's okay.
It isn't safe. We'll reconvene outside.
Okay, put that body armor. Oh, no, put that body armor. Spear. Nah. Okay, dodge rating on that. Throw that away. Alright, yes, sir.
Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more. These peace talks are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is out.
Alright, let's just get out of here as fast as we can. Not gonna worry about him. Sassy tried. Oh! So we're just automatically throwing daggers, shrieking. That's great. Free damage. Love free damage. Cinder Strike. So it's an attack that causes you to go boom. More flat damage. Ah! You guys make some funny sounds. Hello there.
Not happening.
Thorn Shard. Oh, grab something bad. Rogue's Bandit Helm. Ooh, what's that? +1 to Blade Storm. Really? Dude. Do I have Blade Storm? Don't think I do. Hits deal more damage per stack of bleed on the target. Chance to throw more. I like that. Shriekers are now thrown at enemies all around you rather than a cone in front of you. That could be good or bad. Cone is better for bosses, but AoE is better when you just go all around yourself. Okay, throw that away, that away. Bow, bow, bow. Blade Storm won't be at level until level 10, so we have to wait till that one. 10 is also where we get our second slot, I think. Going pretty good, making good pacing.
Not happening.
I'm sure you have questions, but let me first check and make sure the Epoch's safe. Good. No.
Get him!
Uh-oh. Okay, well. Return to Keeper's camp and speak with Keeper Lena.
Not happening.
It's a nice looking spear. Dan Browse, Dan Browse. Oh. You're speaking of that kind of spear. I see. Sound like a lusty Argonian maid.
Etera's blessing. Prayers be with you.
Prayers be with you, sir.
Not happening.
Everything okay? What that and what that we there? Are you stay
Blah, blah,
safe?
blah.
Stay
Pass a
alive.
point. More
and
flat
bring
damage.
Balthus back.
Every third melee attack gets increased damage. Dodge rating, dexterity. Increased damage with dual wielding. Increased dodge rating while dual wielding. So there's some defense built into that. Umbra Blade. A combo blade that throws 3 blades, 2 blades, then 4 blades, and recalls all blades on the ground back to you, hitting enemies on the way. Hit by multiple blades, the same throw, or multiple blades, recall. The first part of the combo costs mana. No, not quite that. Not the Oblivion Umbra Blade. Failed to matchmake. Okay. Who am I matching with? There's no one there. Rune of Discovery. Actually did pretty good damage there. Okay, we got a side quest target and a main quest. Let's go over the side target first.
Not happening.
Light quiver of wounds. Level 8. Get to a safe spot, please. All right, let's go ahead and grab all the gems. Brass amulet, cast speed. Throwing damage. Does that count as throwing damage, the knives? It is a throwing attack, so yes. And damage over time. I think it is an upgrade. We'll try that. All right, two-handed staff. Dexterous, bandit garb, dexterity. No, none of those are upgrades. We'll just leave them. All right, goodbye.
Not happening.
All right, back up. Pretty much only going to kill the elites. The only thing worth killing around here. Because they drop decent gear. Everything else is garbage.
Not happening.
All right, and then let's go through the portal up here. Those shadow things hit really hard already. Not happening indeed, I know. Not happening. Oh, was any of that upgrades? Vitality, strength. Yeah, grab that one. Increased melee attack speed, physical damage, health on melee hit. We'll place that one on the side for sure. Oh. All right, keep going. Game good, solid, yes. I don't know anyone that plays this multiplayer. It's more of a solo game. Like, you can play multiplayer, but I don't know if there's much benefit to it.
They won't forget that one.
Alright, perfect.
Not happening.
Alright, let's see if we can get back over there.
Not happening.
Okay, now rush through. Yeah, I would say like Last Epoch is definitely not the best ARPG up there, but it's up there on like the most fun. I'd say I put it below Diablo 4 and PoE, but you know, in the realm nearby them. Not quite as good as them, but
Reaching
you know,
me was
decent.
impressive, but it's mine.
It's decent.
Wing.
D4 has actually gotten a lot better over the years. It started out pretty bad, but it's pretty good now. The new expansion is going to make it even better.
Not happening.
The Epoch is ours! Raya! End me!
Not happening. Not happening.
Grab those health potions.
Not happening.
All right. Man, currently my hardest hitting thing are the shadows. It's pretty crazy. Void resistance. That one's better than the other one. And the rest we're just going to say, no thank you. What did I pick up? It was an amulet. Yeah, there we go. Physical damage. Yeah, I would say Diablo 4 started as like a C tier game, but after the last couple years, it's now I'd say like an A minus. It's not in terms of like the combat, not the story and stuff, but the combat is pretty good and like the grind's pretty good, and the next patch is really going to fix the biggest problem it had left, which was the skill trees. The skill trees were boring, but now it's going to be much, much more interesting.
Prayers be with you.
Yeah, yes, they've gone through and so the skill twig is the next big feature they're fixing in the next expansion, and then they're also adding new itemization by adding skill sets again.
He's back.
But in the form of the cube.
You're back.
So skill sets are finally coming back on the next one.
This is what's best for us all. With the Epoch's power, I'll finally
We'll do the other one. Yeah, so they showed off some of the skill trees. They're going to be much, much, much bigger in the expansion, where you're going to be able to really spec your character the way you want, instead of it just being all like a twig where you just go through and pick the same things every season. So we'll see in practice how good it is, you know, because on paper it might seem good, then on practice it's not good, but we'll see. Hopefully it's good. The new season's kind of light because they're working on the expansion mostly right now. Most of the team is cranking out the next expansion. And that's going to be the one that that's going to determine, that's like they're putting most of their effort, because redoing all the skill trees is going to take a massive amount of testing and tweaking to get it right.
Not happening.
Hello, Sinestra. Okay, let's go ahead and sell off.
Not happening. What is this place?
Pretty, I don't know.
I don't seem to have gone far, but
Have you-
everything looks so different. Is there anyone here?
Are you going back to the showcase? It's already over. All right, let's go ahead and doing. What did I just pick up? I don't know. I thought I picked something up, but apparently nothing. All right, let's go ahead and forgot to pick a second specialization. Let's go. Oop. Don't have a chance. Never mind. Yeah, I like Pee-wee too, but it's kind of like eating a cake before they're done with it. Some parts taste good, some parts are unfinished. So you gotta like, and then they only have like the first part of the cake like done, so you gotta keep eating that section over and over again. So it's a little interesting, for sure. All right. Puncture is currently the one we're doing the most with, but Shadowren's been really good, actually. I think we want to cast it faster. Right now, my biggest issue is that it's like it casts so slow. Oh, that's much faster. Do that one. We're gonna try to run past most stuff. Also lowered the mana cost, which is nice. Leather Belt of Hope. I'll take that.
And who are you?
Mr. President with the 5 gifted subs. Enjoy your aura cosmetic. Thank you.
Not happening.
You're not happening.
Terra watch over you.
All right, keep rushing.
Not happening.
Need a place that has good white cake? Well, if you guys, there's a place out there that sells really good cakes. It's called Nothing Bunk Cakes, and they sell these little bunk cakes, and they're all amazing.
Be with you.
All the ones I've tried so far have been amazing. So if you have a place near you called Little Bunk Cakes, you should go get yourself an individual size cake, because it's delicious. They're like, so they cook a bunch of little bunk cakes every day and package them up. They're individual size and they are delicious.
Might have to drop something.
Sort. Nope. Nothing there. Dodge rating. Blade Storm, health regen. I'll keep that Blade Storm for a while. Lightning resistance, spell damage. Nope. Okay. Open that.
Not happening.
It's called Nothing Bunk Cakes. If you have one of these, you should try it out. Very good. I highly recommend the red velvet or the lemon. A bundt cake is a cake that has a hole in the center and it's like circular. It's about this big, so it's like a good one or two servings. So 2 people could share, or it's plenty for 1 person. Chance to ignite strength. Nope. Yes, empower.
Not happening.
Thank you. Is it a big donut? I would say it's not a donut. Donuts are very yeasty breads. This one's a cake, just like a sweet cake. If you're in Britain, you call it a sponge cake. Although they're a little denser than sponge cakes, slightly.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
Yes, Skyrim Sweet Roll looks just like it. That shape. Okay, I have a question, guys. Am I the only one that finds Crumble Cookie to be overrated? I feel just like they're way too sweet. Omen window. Oh, this is the season mechanic. I know, they just don't. They feel like underbaked, over too sweet cookies for me. Omen. What is this? Not sure how the omen works. Uh-oh. Oh my god, Omen worked by killing me very fast.
Entropic chill.
What the hell was that? Oh my god, that was a lot. Health per point, dodge rating per point. Damage taken while moving, increased dodge rating. Haste on hit chance. Increased damage per increased movement speed. Glancing blow. Dexterity does what? Dodge rating. So I think I want to go with dexterity because it scales both our damage and our defense. So we're going to go with that.
Might have to drop something.
Oh, I bet you do. Say it was an omen. So let's go back and come back. Oh wait, I don't think I might reset everything. We got clear inventory. We've got too much stuff. All right, let's head back. Yeah, that was my first time seeing the seasonal mechanic. Okay, now we have Blade Storm. 18 mana, throw spinning blades towards a target location where they hit 3 enemies per second. Okay, so let's try... Does it cast... Shadow Cascade, Shuriken's Humble Blades, Explosive Trap, or Flask. Indirect use of Shadow Cascade of 3 shadows. So it doesn't... this Shadow Rend does not duplicate Blade Storm. Okay, I'm gonna try We're gonna try doing Blade Storm and see how it feels. Duration minus mana cost, damage percent, area, attack speed. Let's try critical chance per dagger. Dagger specialization. Shadow Cascade will instantly hit enemies in their area. Shadow Cascade. Damage, duration. Directly cast a Blade Storm throws up to your maximum number of Blade Storms in a spread in front of you, but the Blade Storm has additional mana cost. Each Umbral Blade thrown into a Blade Storm is destroyed by landing the Blade Storm. Blade Storms repeatedly cast Shurikens at enemies within 10 meters, consuming 4 mana, or Shuriken's mana cost, whatever is higher. That effect is only active when you have above half mana. So you can mix the blades in there. Blade Storm slowly seeks out enemies. I like the sound of homing. That sounds fun. That way it'll, like, be sure to get somebody. Shadowrun now terrestrial dash up 7 meters forward, and after manifesting the shadow, deals more damage and has a cooldown. Oh. Directly use Shadowrun grants frenzy for duration. Let's go attack speed on that one. Alright, so we're switching to Blade Storm. Let's see how that feels. Below, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see how Blade Storm feels, which is...
Not happening.
Physical damage, Dice of Regrowth. That's pretty good. And then Wand of Freezing. Down there. Billy, thank you for the sub and enjoy your aura cosmetic. Buffing our dexterity. So far, Blade Storm seems pretty fun. I like it. Invulnerable.
Not happening.
So if you gift a sub or subscribe for the first time, they're giving out aura cosmetics. So you can, if you have an aura ability, you can use it on there.
Not happening.
I forget what it was called.
What brings you here?
I came to rescue you. Other than that, I don't know who you are.
Not happening.
Me taking my aura for a walk today. Nice. Head north towards the council. Actually, don't know where that is. Grab the Hell Shard. I need something that they will copy. So I think instead of this, we'll do acid flask. Oh, he just got eaten. Ubi Citizen with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I don't know. Head northeast. Must be the other way. I don't currently have any aura to put it on right now. I'm not sure.
Not happening.
Oh, congrats, Perlock85. You got a gift sub. Awesome. So I think it might be over here on the map. I just ran past it. Possibly.
Not happening.
Oh my god, he hit so hard. Jeez. Acid burn.
The reflection stars.
Huh? Reflection stirs. What the fuck? The damage on these guys, jeez. Thank you, Norioku Gaming, for the gift sub as well.
Not happening.
Holy damn. Minimum skill level 3. Okay. Ouch. Those guys hit hard and fast. Let's wait, that's two-handed? Yeah, we don't want two-handed, but one-handed. Let me get a second dagger. Critical strike chance, minion health. Melee attack speed, yep, put that on there. And get rid of that. Dank Bunny and I'm Maldy. Thank you for the gift subs. Enjoy your aura. Every third melee attack, you get a bonus. Now let's keep doing dexterity and health. I want to make her a dodge tank. Dodge tanking is it's fun until it's not, because eventually you fail a dodge and then you're like, uh-oh. But you're like a god until you get that like dodge chance where you get hit by something.
Keep them off me.
Not happening.
Only a little longer. Impressive. Go on. I'll be right behind you.
Right. Thank you. The council chambers. I love getting free passive points.
You now I that we thought the gods have long left this world, but their memory will
Chance to
give
inflict
you comfort.
bleed, increase physical
Be
damage,
safe,
increase minion physical
traveler.
damage. Yes, please. It's like a side quest over here. What do you want, sir?
Go on then. Bah.
Flamewalker evade. They've added a lot of cosmetic stuff, haven't they? Damn. So many. It's like they've gotten a good chunk of the abilities to have cosmetic swaps on there.
Yes.
Okay, get rid of all that.
Not happening.
Are you guys, any of you guys playing Last Epoch right now? If you are, like, what class are you enjoying? Or are you playing, still playing Crimson Desert, or what are you guys currently doing? You're playing Rogue. What build you doing for Rogue? Started Mage. Nice. Azra's Library.
Not happening.
Crimson Desert? Yeah, that game's beefy. It's going to take a long time to beat it. What do we have out here soon? Dexterity. Keep buffing dexterity. Primalist? Nice. Playing Timberborn. Oh, the Beaver game.
Not happening.
Timberborn reminds me of that one TV show, Leave It to Beaver. Poison, Blade Storm, Blade Dancer. Nice.
Not happening.
Experimenting. Nice.
Your echo will break.
Alright, let's go this way.
Not happening.
I have no idea what I prefer. I'm just experimenting. Sound like a guy I knew in college. Alright, let's go ahead. Another Omen.
Not happening.
These Omens are... Last Omen I did kicked my ass.
Not happening.
Okay, well, there's a lot of shiny stuff. What is all that? Okay, we got a lot of shiny stuff. I don't know if this is the seasonal mechanic. Okay, what was that? Okay, prodigious visage, altar of depravity, idol altar, health per equipped omen idol, 2 omen idol capacity. 2 omen idol capacity, +1 maximum omen idols, 3 health per equipped, mana regen per corrupted idol. So you put this up here? Oh. And it changes the shape of your... Oh. Primalist, corrupted. So you get corrupted items that you can't modify. But they have some cool stuff like, that's for mage, +1 all skills. Corrupted unmodifiable doublet. Physical resistance, poison resistance, health. Minions have a chance to bleed. Requires level 5. So that's better than what I have, I think. So I'll put that on. So you get this altar up here, which changes the shapes of your thing. Interesting. Huh. So you can't have both. You can only have one or the other. Yeah, so that's interesting. Change the layout. The same number? Yeah, same number, just changes the shape. Minion damage, physical damage. Mining resistance. Okay, fire damage, minion health, dodge, critical chance, attunement. 100% of attunement converted to apathy. So that seasonal mechanic looks like it does some cool stuff for sure. Dodge rating. +6 per point. And glancing blow chance. Ballista. Yeah, those altars seem like you can get some really cool gear potentially. Let's see what point we have here. Increased movement speed for per dexterity. It's not that we're taking yet, I don't think. Throws maximum blade storms with additional mana cost. Blade storms gain movement speed multiplicative with other modifiers once they can shift through any part of the blade storm. Blade storms have a chance to shred armor on hit. Probably getting this throws maximum would be nice. So you don't have to cast 3 times, just throws all 3.
Not happening.
Definitely some very cool stuff here. Boots of Evasion. Yeah, these blades are actually hitting really hard. I like this.
Not happening.
Dagger of Glory. 9 melee damage, critical strike chance, increased damage over time, lightning damage. Swap it out, see how it feels. Now it says Blaze from Last Force, you can have maximum 3, but each enemy can only take damage from 1 at a time. So it sounds like you can stack them, but each enemy can only be hit by 1 blade at a time. So I don't know. Maybe we can fix that with talents.
Not happening.
Yeah, usually if there's a limitation on an ability, that means there's probably a talent to bypass that limitation.
Not happening.
Level up. So let's see if we can find it. So when your blade storms collide, they're destroyed and each cause blade detonation. Increase their effect. Crit chance. Crit chance. Acid flash would explode inside blade storm, deal more damage and more radius. You gain mana each time you are hit by one of your own blades. Bleed chance from all sources converted to poison chance for blade storm. Increase mana cost and duration. Maximum blade storm is reduced. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a talent that lets them get hit by more than one blade storm at a time. Which one is it? Oh, it's right here. We already have it. We already have. I was looking at it. It was right there. So our blade storms do stack on top of each other now, and then they can hit the same target multiple times. I'm still trying to learn this whole reading thing and paying attention thing. I don't think I like it. I'm just gonna ignore stuff now. Paying attention is too hard. It's just way too hard.
Panion's students were corrupt. Elder Panion was here but a moment ago. He took the shard. I told him to wait, but he would not listen. Panion's... I please stop
Passive
him.
point. I think I have to get 20 points spent before I can do anything else. Directly skill that costs 0 mana. Hit enemy, you regain mana. Yeah, no. Let's go for dexterity scaling, please.
What?
Gloves? Elemental damage leads his health. Well, it doesn't really help me.
Bah.
Good to know, though.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
There's distortion
Gods be with
in
you.
the audio.
Stay safe.
Is it when I'm talking or just the game? Is it peaking? Crackling? Is it just this game or has it been other games? Okay, so dodge rating, poison resistance, dodge rating. It's this game only. You might be hearing a sound effect in the game that's getting like amplified or something. Let me see. Make sure that window didn't turn enhancements back on or something. I don't know. I don't want to. We would be. I'll have to listen later. All right. Poison chance with a dagger equipped. I like the sound of that. Stacking poison with the blade that hits multiple times could be really good.
Yes.
I don't think any of that's worth anything, so I'm just gonna get rid of it all. All right.
Follow your feet.
Have you tried switching browsers? Does it happen in other browsers?
Not happening.
Like if you switch to Chrome, does you still hear it in Chrome? Have you switched to Firefox worthwhile? See if you hear it on Firefox too.
Not happening.
If someone tried on Netscape?
Not happening.
And AOL?
Not happening.
We'll try lowering that just a little bit. All right, keep going.
Not happening. Easy. 2.
That stacking poison on there is pretty good. Nothing else there I'm gonna worry about. All right, injured cavern. When is it happening? Is it when there's a loud noise, or is it when I speak and there's a noise, or? I haven't heard it. Been here a while. Okay. So it's not constant. It's once in a while. It's going to be really hard to diagnose then.
Not happening.
Ring of Hope. Cold damage. Melee damage. Yeah, there are skills that increase the radius of the blade storm. That might be worth investing into. Thought there was one that was right here. Yeah, AoE area and attack speed. And we have daggers here as well, which adds bleed chance. And hit rate. Blade storm hit by Shadow Cascade. Don't have that ability yet. Come back. Yeah, it has area effect and attack speed, so the blade should probably spin faster. It's a double whammy. Poison chance with a dagger, poison chance with a bow. We have 2 daggers, we have high chance to poison. Yeah, it's stacking up that poison nicely. Yeah, the poison is going. Man, the blades are just destroying groups of enemies too. It's nice. Man, that just like chunks them.
Not happening.
There's a massive amount of changes every season. That's usually when they do the bug fixes and balancing. They also added some new abilities.
Not happening. Not happening.
Looks like stacking poison chance is like really doing numbers with this, because every time one of those blades hits him, it puts poison on him, and then that keeps stacking, and it just goes.
Eterra's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
Alright, thank you. Forge contains item. Yeah, the poison blade storm seems like it's gonna be a thing. Okay, now we're gonna throw maximum blades on top of each other with that ability, and I'll cast it twice. Next punch is gonna go into AoE and attack speed, and just go kaboom. All right, let me hear this. When your blade storms collide, they're destroyed and each cause blade detonation. Increase their effect. I don't know, that could be a multitude of things. 1 second. 1 second. Testing. All right, got to figure out why it's only mono right now. There we go. I pulled a cable out. That's why it was not stereo. All right.
Not happening.
It is happening. Sometimes the cables, you just gotta unplug them and plug them back in. No, I could hear the crackle. It was in this sound right here. If you couldn't hear it, you can listen to this clip. This clip showcase the sound problem. You can hear the crackle there. Go. Relic and a ring and some boots. Alright, let's see. Increase. I'm gonna put that on there. Intelligence, regen, melee damage. Crit chance, crit strike multiplier. Chance to get ward on crit. Dodge rating. Increased dodge rating, dexterity, movement speed, less damage while moving. Those are decent leveling ones spread out. And increased minion damage, melee damage for minions. Set item. Dun, 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 dun.
Not happening. Easy. Too easy.
God, those blades are sexy. Just make them cost less now. You know, since there's only 2 of them, asking only once. Actually does save me mana. It would be 40 if I cast them separately. Decoy. Leech does health.
Gods.
Gods. Grey Sword of Stone. Attack speed, mana cost. Directly using Shadow from all your shadows restores mana if you consume at least 1 shadow. Gains more damage, more melee area. Melee air substance granules consumed. We'll see if that restores mana or not.
Stay back.
Our first real boss.
Not happening.
Okay.
What a shame, poor man.
Pick up
But
the shard.
what's done is done.
Let's go. More poison chances. Umber blades. Come with those 2 blades and 4 multiple blades. Critical chance per dagger. 3rd, non-channeling melee throwing or bow attack also inflicts bleed. I'll think about it. No sponsoring. Sponsoring was earlier today.
This
We already got it over with.
is not what I was expecting.
You seem a little. This is what. Don't. He might be kind enough to show you how to tap into your true potential.
Oh, there's a merchant there. Yes, there's a crafting tutorial quest now to like teach you
Not
crafting because they
happening.
don't really ever tell you about that in the base game. I'm just like, just they expect you to just figure it out. Leeches life, cast speed, fire resistance, void resistance. I'm gonna say no. None of that's great.
Not happening.
You've woke.
Yeah, it's not
Then
super
close
hard, but
your
it does
eyes
it is nice
and
to
focus on the potential
get like
you wish to
some
wield
explanations.
as I guide the shades to you.
Let's try Blade Dancer. Blade Dancer. Alright, so now we're Blade Dancer. P. Okay, Blade Dancer. Shadow Cascade. Circular attack that also that's also used by your shadows. Increased dodge rating. You have increased dodge rating and you can gain health when hitting an enemy. Increase melee damage. Throw attack damage. Increase move speed. Dexterity, glance, and blow per point. Your physical resistance. Dual wielding. Dance strikes. DPS 6 to... Dancing strikes.
Not happening.
Curious about that.
I see your. We will meet again.
Health on shadow created. Poison chance per dagger equipped. There's a lot of poison chance in there. And then global damage over time. So that's a really important poison talent there. And then also bleed chance as well. So we could stack poison and bleed on top of each other. Okay, well, let's do... Health gain on hit sounds good. That means we'll have a chance. We'll get a little bit of passive healing.
Not happening.
Which could be very powerful.
Why, thank you. There is an old passage to the
Gods be with
surface.
you.
I will dispel the rune.
There's an old passage.
Greetings. May a terror smile upon you. Farewell.
Okay, let's put the set
Do not
piece
dwell on
into
the
our stash. Move to stash. That as well. And the rest we can just destroy.
Yes? Follow your feet.
Okay, let's go in and kill some more stuff. I need to grab some water fast though. I'll be right back in 1 second while I still on a save point. Mr. Zanky, you better be careful about typing that without that second part. Okay. That's so true. There are too many games nowadays to play them all. There's too many. There's too many coming out all at once. Let's go do that side quest before I get too far away. Let's all waddle. I know, like, not just are there lots of games, there's also lots of long games that just, like, want all your time.
Not happening.
Armory's right there. I want the upper district, but I'm gonna get over there. Maybe it's that other door right there.
Not happening.
Try blade dance and then put that over there. Upper district.
Where are you going?
I really don't know. I'm just gonna follow the objective.
Not happening. Not happening.
Dancing Strikes seems to be really hard-hitting ability too.
Not happening.
Are we so nimble? Well, we are the nimble character in the game. That happens. All right, let's do the area and attack speed bonus one. Yeah, you can feel the difference already. That circle is much wider on that. That feels much better.
Not happening.
Amulet. Skills crit. If you're not crit recently, if you're doing crit. It's okay.
Not happening.
Not happening. Passive point done. Getting a free passive is worth doing for a side quest. It's the only side quest worth doing, honestly. I'll skip all the other ones. Have you heard the bark where she says not happening? Not yet. Maybe she'll say it at some point. Hopefully she says it at some point in the game. Dispel the barrier. I feel like the Shadow Red is too expensive. Let's see. Church skill, shadow up to manifest shadow. Damage multiplicative on has a cooldown. Damage per point. Melee area for shadow attack. Armor shred with shadow attack. Blade Storm. Ghost Blades. No interaction with Blade Storm, unfortunately. Pursuit. Just stick with the decreased mana cost. for now. Shadow Cascade, Shriekins, Umble Blades, Explosive Trap, or Acid Flask. Shadow Cascade. So we can't copy that yet. The sponsor, no, it'll say sponsored in the title if it's anything ever sponsored. So if you look at the title, it says sponsored, then it's not sponsored. If you don't see it, then it's not sponsored.
Not happening.
Dan needs an FAQ. You think some people would read an FAQ? No. I can't get people to Google stuff anymore.
Not happening.
Like, how often have you been to a Reddit or a forum of some sort, and then there's like the same post 100 times because no one will search to see if their question's already been answered, you know? Charge of Remedy. I remember the days where we used to have let me Google that for you. We would link that for everything. I haven't seen people link that website in so long.
Not happening.
Not happening. Not happening.
He has seen your fate.
The cult.
Nope, no story. I didn't excite anyone. We're just joking around. Not at what you said. Someone said Dan needs an FAQ. I'm like, no one's gonna read an FAQ. It wasn't what you said. It was the FAQ suggestion. All right, crab.
My brilliance is unequaled.
My lord, the story of this game is kind of nothing special.
Not happening.
More mana! Out of mana.
Typical mage, out of mana.
Not happening.
Yeah, something about a bad guy and time travel. I don't know. The story was pretty forgettable in this game. Didn't really do it for me. You know, man, Dancing Strike seems really good. Dancing Strike's like, jeez.
2 weeks.
Gain a stack of flow whenever you directly use a unique skill. Directly using a fourth unique skill consumes all stacks of the skill to deal more damage. Multiply it with other modifiers. Flow can be consumed by non-channeled melee or throwing skills. Oh, so I want you to like cast 4 different abilities to maximize it. Circular attack that's also used by your shadows. Shadow cascade.
That was close.
Lots of math. My uncle was thrown in jail for using math.
Not happening. Not happening.
Rune of Corruption. So this is a seasonal mechanic. You get these, like, corrupted items that can be really powerful, but you can't craft them. So, like, once they're set in stone, you can't change any of this stuff on there. But they can also be super powerful. 1 Omen Idol capacity. 2 mana per equipped Omen Idol. Resistance, armor, reflected back at the attacker. Synchronized strike. Increased minion damage. Physical damage, elemental damage, line resistance, physical resistance, vitality. 100% of vitality compared to rampancy. What? Seems possibly good. Yeah, kind of like Val Orbs. What is that right there? Like a crack. Is that a time to jump in the last week, Bach? Yeah, see, whenever a season starts, that's a good time to jump in any ARPG. That means everyone got reset, and it's a good time to learn and play a fresh character. See if you like it.
Might have to drop something. That was close. Not happening.
Why won't you die? Oh, I guess it's the same, but it's a different person each time. Ring of Hope, freezing, hatchet. No.
You can't run from
I sure as hell try.
Not happening.
Mana courses through me. Weak.
I'm not weak, I'm just not strong. It's a difference, I think.
My research wasted.
I really don't give a shit about your research, sir. Sorry. Is there WAS movement? Or yeah, WAS movement's active right now. Yeah, yesterday we played another game called Dragonkin. That was pretty fun too. I would say it's a solid B tier ARPG with some fun ideas. Like a B plus. Need some way to get mana back. Did they release the final chapters of this one? I don't know. I wonder if they might plan like a paid expansion for that, I would imagine. If I had to guess, that'd be my guess. That they'd probably would save that for a paid expansion of some sort. Move speed, dexterity. Dexterity. I think the first tree had some mana on hit. When you directly use a skill that costs 0 mana and hit an enemy, you gain. Oh, I don't have any 0 mana stuff. Can you spend 2 more points to get to the bleeding, the poison chant stuff? So I guess we'll just do it right there. Circular attack that also is used by your shadow. Shadow Cascade.
Not happening.
Not happening.
Greetings. Farewell.
Fairly well, sir. Okay, was any of this an upgrade? I don't think it was. I think we... Yeah. Nope. Okay, let's sell everything and move on. Just remember, this team is much smaller than the other big dogs. Like, the team for this one's small compared to PoE and Diablo 4. So they do what they can with the team they have, but, you know, they're not going to be as fast as the other teams that making new content and stuff. Let's go this way. Oh, we got more points. Dust Shroud, damage for Shadow Rends, poison. And then bleed. And then for you, gain more movement speed with if you shift through, duration, mana cost lowering, Umber Blade, Acid Flask, Armor Shred. We're just going for that for now. Place one project say will instantly hit enemies in their area. GG isn't big either. GG has 2 separate teams working on 2 games. They're pretty sizable now. Yeah, they have like 120 people, whereas this game has about 30 people, so quarter of their size. Blizzard's a whole other thing. Blizzard's got way more people, but you know, they're very AAA.
Easy. Too easy. Not happening.
Woo! Perfect. Nope. 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 Forgot I had the blade summer ability on there.
Not happening.
Let's make sure we grab that one thing quickly. I feel like I'm always out of mana with this class. Well, remember, PoE is a free-to-play game, so their entire business model is selling cosmetics, because that's where all their money comes from. If they don't charge for the expansions, they have to have cosmetics for people to buy when they can come back and play. So it's hard to compare them directly to each other, because it's a different business model entirely.
Not happening.
All right, and then let's go grab that guy.
Not happening.
Not happening. We're out of mana. Not happening. I just like how she keeps saying not happening. Are you married?
Not happening.
Experience. Okay, let's go back. Last Epoch was going to be free to play, was it? I didn't know that. When did they switch to being a paid game? Let's go bleed chance. Damage over time lasts 3 seconds. The first 3 stacks each reduce poison resistance by 5%. 2% against bosses.
Greetings.
Completely false. It was never planned to be free to play. Okay. All right, let's see. Fire resistance, cold. I can't replace that for a while. It's got the damage bonus on it. Wait, what was that? Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell these.
Not happening.
Okay, go ahead and shop. That. The updates for last Epoch were all planned to be free. The season was free, wasn't it? And the update, was there something you pay for? I didn't see anything that was paid. Like, that was gameplay related, was it? Let's go. Is it over there? Nothing until the expansion. When is the expansion coming? All right, let's probably should upgrade punctures. We're doing that a lot. Bleed chance, damage, attack speed. Go guaranteed bleeds on there. Not happening. Too much mana. New character we pay for? Oh, like an expansion pack? I wouldn't expect those to be free anyways. These expansion packs are how you keep making money.
Not happening.
Alright, let's keep going. They made promises back in the day that would be free. Well, it probably just turned out that they couldn't afford it. Sometimes you want something to happen, but then your company is not making enough money. It's either you charge for something or you shut down. So I guess they had to charge for it. I bet they'd want it to be free if they could do it, but you know, unfortunately, a lot of businesses run on money, and if you're not making enough of it, then
Not happening.
it's either shut down or find ways to make it. Is Last Epoch their first game, or have they made others before? It's their first game for this team. It's probably just inexperience.
Not happening.
Sometimes you're full of hope, and then when you have a brand new studio with a new team, and you have all these like lofty goals, and then reality hits, and you're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, let's go down to the city. And they were recently bought, weren't they? And unfortunately, if you're bought, that means you kind of lose control if the person that bought you doesn't want you to do something.
Like I said, destroy the 3 soul repositories.
I'll do that.
Not happening.
Yeah, so like if I do something, if I want to do something as a developer, but then I get bought out by somebody, I have to like ask them for permission for everything from then on out, because they now own me. Well, it could have been a situation where if they didn't get bought, they would have had to shut down because they weren't making enough money as well. Sometimes it's like either get bought by a publisher or shut down. I don't know if they ever talked about their finances publicly, but it might be one of those situations where unfortunately they just weren't making enough money. And they needed something to come in and infuse cash.
Not happening.
No, Dragon, we played that yesterday. It was pretty good. It's another fun one. I would say it's like about on par with this one, where it's, you know, good, but it's got flaws. It's not perfect.
You have if I will now. I recommend you stand.
If they were shut down, at least it would have been honest. That's a harsh thing to say. You guys should have lost your jobs and shut down the game. Like, Jesus.
Not
All right, let's go ahead and go more poison chance. The poison stack, it seems to be doing really, really good with this build so far. Tencent did buy out GGG, so they were bought out too, but it seems like Tencent is kind of leaving them alone because they seem to be making enough money. But at any moment, Tencent could step in and start dictating them to do stuff, but they haven't. So hopefully it stays that way, but with Tencent owning GGG means that at any point, they could start fucking with them. So let's hope that it doesn't happen, but it could happen because they were bought out. It's always like the looming boogeyman in the background where, like, you never know when they're going to step in and be like, but what about power-ups, though? What? What if we just start selling power-ups? And loot boxes with power-ups in them? Like, what? What if people could just buy gear? We're not doing that. Well, you're fired. I'll hire someone that will do that. Uh-oh. But, you know, GGG's doing really well, so they're leaving them alone. Because if it's not broke, don't fix it. But the worry is if GGG has, like, a bad year or a couple bad years, then they might step in, and then it could get really bad really fast. That's always the boogeyman in the background is if they start doing badly, if they have a bad year, if they have a bad couple years, then they might not be so passive anymore. See, you guys are being really selfish, all right? You're not thinking about the shareholder value. We got to think about the shareholders, guys. Like, you guys are being very selfish. You want a good game that respects your time, but you're not thinking about the shareholders. That's selfish. Do you only think about yourself and not the shareholders? Like, what's going on? You got to bring maximum value. Lethargy. Alright, take that. Level 22. Okay, I think we can head back to here now. If we sub, are you shareholders? Not really. It's different because shareholders are like buying a piece of something, and you technically have a little bit of control. And if you are able to buy enough shares of a company, you get 51%, and then you're in control of the company. So it's a little weird. You're not like buying shares. You're just supporting. It would suck though if like someone could come and buy. It'd be like if you bought a sub, but someone could come in and buy your sub from you, and then when you got enough subs, you became DansGaming. You know. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but you know, someone's going around collecting people's subs.
Not happening.
You don't need 50% to get someone on the board. Yeah, well, if you're a corporation with a board and stuff, and yeah, if you get enough shares, they might put you on the board, and then you have voting rights, and it's a whole thing.
Not happening.
Seems like poison and bleed does some good damage.
Not happening.
It's not bad. Looking to buy this game now, it's a fun game. It's not perfect. The devs aren't perfect. It doesn't get like. One of the biggest issues with the game is that the devs don't fix all the bugs between patches, seasons. So there's a lot of bugs in the game that have been in the game for a long time and just haven't been fixed. So they keep adding stuff. Sometimes they make more bugs. Sometimes they fix those new bugs. Sometimes they break something and it never gets fixed. So it's definitely a mixed bag. It's not perfect, but a lot of the bugs are things that most people wouldn't notice. Like sometimes skills just don't work. Remember, I had a bug where one of my abilities, one of my passives, just did nothing. It just wasn't it just did nothing. Like it wouldn't. It said it did X and Y, but it didn't do Y. It just did X. Stuff like that, where it's just like something in there where it's just not functional. There's also some abilities that have spelling mistakes that have never been fixed. That's a minor bug, but little things like that. Because it is a small team, they do what they can. It's not perfect. I think there's a post on Reddit for this game about a lot of the ongoing bugs that haven't been addressed. So you can look through that if you're curious, like what kind of bugs are in there. A lot of the bugs you won't notice because you won't, like, you'll assume something's working, but it's not actually working under the hood, that kind of stuff. But even ignoring the bugs and stuff, it's still a fun game. I would say the story's kind of weak. It's kind of like a forgettable story. The gameplay's fun. The building of your character's fun. I would give this game a solid B+/A-, depending on like the day and the season. It's like a good B+/A- game. Not the best in the world, but it's far from the worst. It's pretty enjoyable. It's got its issues, but nothing that like prevents you from having fun with it.
Not happening.
And they got season stuff, which keeps it, you keep playing. I don't think they've added a new act yet, right? I think Act 10 is going to be the end, but it only goes to Act, was it 6 or 7 right now? I think it was 7. So eventually the story will be done. Yeah, it was like 6, 7, somewhere in that range. Oh, last season got another act. Cool. See that. Had another point to spend. Let's go AoE, please. Critical chance per dagger. Hit rate while dueling. We'll try low crit. Storm Champion. Uh-oh.
Not happening.
Alright, take all that stuff. These bumblebee bears are terrifying, aren't they, though? Aren't they? I haven't eaten lunch yet. Jeez. Didn't even realize. For me, I had a primalist talent that did not do what it said it was going to do. I forget what it was. It was 2 seasons ago, but it said it did X, and I did it, and then it just didn't. I forget what it was. There was some sort of... It's supposed to add another proc or something, but it just didn't. And I checked on the forums, and other people are having the same issue with it. But just it happens. But then again, like, it's because I like took the time to like look into this to make sure it was working, and because I felt like it wasn't. And I could have just selected it and assumed it worked, and I would have known it didn't work. Which makes me wonder, like, how many abilities in games that I assume they work, but it doesn't. And I just didn't notice it did. It probably happens more than I think. Or sometimes you you put a point in a talent, you assume it works, you never really check, and you assume that it functions. Because most games, I just like choose the talent, assume it work, and never check. Start doing that more often with games is to make sure that they actually work. When I'm testing Emberville, I'll make sure that stuff works like that. Sound just crackling when you're talking? Was it not doing it for a long time? And then it just started again? It sounds like it's electricity buildup or something. Okay.
Not happening.
Assassin Impaler. Oh, it's a spear. No, thank you. Some people are saying they're hearing minor audio crackles. It's not super obvious all the time. Sometimes it'll hear like a... Leeching Broadsword. Ooh. It's not constant. It was just like once in a while. 2 passive points. Yay! Consuming Flow. Synchronized Strike. Blade Dancer requires a melee weapon. Jump forward and strike an area in front of you while shadows appear and attempt to strike on your side of you. Persist after for up to 5 seconds. Shadows will imitate your next direct use of Shadow Cascade. Increase physical damage per point. Melee bleed chance per point. So it seems like you can make combo builds. Alright, let's go back to town. Up to here, I mean. Alright, guys, I'm going to go to take a lunch break. I'm going to go eat some food, and then I shall return. And when I come back, we're going to play some more Crimson Dessert for our night stream. Be back in an hour or two, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, guys. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you guys in a while. Bye, guys.